Hey, I'm going to show you how to make a really easy countdown timer in After Effects without any plugins or templates. Now, our first one is this, and it's really simple. It just counts down the seconds in your comp. And how we did this is we create a text layer. Doesn't matter what you type onto this because we're going to change it in a second. We go to text, source text, I'll click on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to calculate how long our comp is and then subtract the current time from it. So thisComp duration minus time. And we get a very basic countdown. Now this is a bit ugly because we have decimal points and lots of numbers after it. So to tidy this up, we are going to go back in and use Math.floor. And now we just have whole seconds, no partial seconds. Now our next example is a little fancier, but it's way cooler. And this counts down in seconds and frames per second. So over on the left we have our seconds, on the right we have our frames per second. Now this is a little bit more complicated, but it's still quite easy. So we start by creating a text layer. We go into our source text, I'll click. So the first thing we're going to do is create a variable. Now we're going to call it countdown. And this is going to consist of the duration of the comp minus the current time. So this gives us the exact same type of countdown we had in the last. Now to tidy this up, instead of adding Math.floor directly here, we're going to create a new variable. So we're going to new variable called S for seconds, and this consists of Math.floor countdown. So here we have it tidied up, we just have whole seconds. Now to try and capture our frames, we are going to take the duration of our comp and convert it into frames. So time to frames and a countdown. Now the issue here is that we need to know how many frames are in a second because this takes the seconds and turns them into frames. So to get an accurate figure, we need to know how many frames are in a second, and because our comp is set to 25 frames per second, we're going to put in 25 here. So what we get now is a nice round number of the frames. Now the problem here is that we want to count the frames within each second, but this is showing us all of the frames in the comp. So I struggled with this, then I stumbled across a video by Sergey from Ukra Media on YouTube, and I found this really cool hack. So we're going to create a new variable, F for frames, and we're going to take our frames value and apply a modulus to it of 25. Now what this does, it counts down from 25 to 0, and when it hits the 0 it jumps back to 25. So we have our constant 25 to 0 for each second in our comp. So here you can see it starts at 25, goes down to 0. So we're ready now to start stringing this together. So we start with a string S for our seconds variable, plus, and we will have a colon in between, brackets, plus our frame value. And let's see what happens. Now it kind of works, but it would be nice to have leading 0, so to have 2 digits either side of the colon. So what we can do is type in our leading 0 plus now this should work, but already you can see that there's a problem. It's not giving us the right number of digits. So we have 3 digits here where we really only want 2, and again here where it's 0, 1, 8. So we need to tidy this up. Now again, there's a handy little tip for this, and we use slice and say we only want 2 digits in this string, and we do the same here. Now what we get is our perfect timer, whole seconds, 2 digits either side, and the same with our frames. Hope that was useful. If you have any questions, get in touch and take it easy.